Take a look at this amazing fence. Like in these areas, people invest in such fences for purposes of just security, but I think also this fence needs a little bit of trimming outside, on top, and possibly on the inside, but it looks amazing, guys. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, this is the life of upcountry life. You know, upcountry life is just an easy, simple life that a lot of people love because there's no much noise. It's always silent, you know. Yeah, but I love it as well. Anyway, welcome to a new video, and today I am just against the light. So behind me, or rather not even behind, but above me is when you can see some little bit of sunlight which is creeping in. But it's early in the morning here in Africa, East Africa to be precise. I go by the name of Ali Sadiq, and if it is your first time watching my videos, then you have been missing a lot, but you're not that late. You can always subscribe and watch more of my current and previous videos. And today is yet a new day, so I think we'll be discussing a couple of things as I embark on my journey, because I'm always on the road heading somewhere, and I think that's more of life. So in a few minutes you will be seeing me. I'll just try to shift cameras here and there, and you will be able to get an access of Ali Sadiq, or even if it is your first time watching my videos, then I'm sure I have a couple of 80 or 70 videos. You can take a scroll, others while I'm in Kenya, others while I'm not in Kenya. So yeah, and the beauty of Africa is that the weather is very welcoming, the weather is very conducive, apart from different areas, you know. And if you are within...
Hi!
Hello! So what happens generally is hello! So that's a kid who was just saying hi to me. And as I was telling you earlier, Africa's weather is just the best, truth be told, because if you try to compare this weather and other countries' weather, it becomes an issue, because other countries' weather, it's so different, because it can take, summer can be too long, or winter can be too cold, extreme. But in Africa, the beauty of it is that the weather is always welcoming, and the weather is nice, and that's why we love Africa. So yeah, Africa is amazing, and I'm always happy to be here, and I'm grateful, you know. So let me give you a simple scenario. I worked as a waiter for approximately around an year, you know, 9 months to an year, with some Ugandan friends of mine. If you're watching this video and we work together at Big Chefs in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, then just drop a comment down there below, you know. We have the likes of Suleiman, Assalamu alaikum, bro. And Suleiman, actually, you have to look for me if you check this video, because it has been so long and we haven't get to talk. Because I have a couple of friends that we work together, and by the way, right now, guys, in Africa, or rather in Kenya, we're in this season of plowing the land, because people planted, and so they are trying to uproot the excess grasses that usually grow around the maize and the beans and all that. But anyway, as I was saying, I worked as a waiter for around 9 months, close to 1 year, and I did not have any certification, guys, truth be told. I did not have any certification for me working as a waiter, and actually I became the best out of the best. And it's not hard to become the best when it comes to issues of such kind of works. If people have traveled and have become the best at what they do for works like waiters, cleaners, you can become the best. Oh, but they also worked as a cleaner, like they, so, and also people can become the best when it comes to issues of kitchen helper. You can become the best. Those are just normal courses, normal works that you can do and you can perfect. But now let's talk about something called firefighters. And this is a video that I'm doing. A subscriber of mine requested me to do a video in regards to that. Reason being, I have been in Saudi Arabia, and at least I know the ups and downs and the challenges and what goes on in that country. And I still have infos till today, because that's my country. I have people still working there, my friends and all that. So it's very simple. Any job that you do, you need to like have a drive. What drives you to do that job? Secondly, there's nothing impossible. Thirdly, this is the important part. Do you have the certification for being a firefighter? Because these DMs, it's not one. I've gotten one DM, not two or three DMs, and also I've gotten a subscriber just wrote to me down there in the comment section. So I figured out that it is best to answer you, as I help a lot of people. So any country that you go, if it is these normal jobs, there's no issue, guys. You can do it and you can perfect. You can become the best, actually. And it's all about the mental space. Like, what drives you to do it on a daily basis? You need to be patient in other countries. You need to try to learn as much as you can on a daily basis, and you'll become the best. But now, being a firefighter, guys, you will be dealing with a lot of issues, and that's why I've asked you, do you have the certification? If you have the certification, it will be easier for you to maneuver in that or those spaces, because the areas which you will be working on will be slightly different. Job too stuff. So if you want, rather if you are working as a firefighter and in such countries like Saudi Arabia, let me be precise, because I felt like the subscriber who asked works, or rather would want to work in Saudi Arabia, or even already has an access, or even soon is going to be working there. So my question is, do you have certifications? Of course, I believe you have, because you cannot be selected if you don't have the certifications. So the other important thing that I feel like we should talk about is the salary, because I feel like salary, it's always something that people will always want to know, like, how much do I get paid working as a firefighter? Because in such a country, such kind of jobs will be charged differently according to where you're working. Are you working in an oil rig? That's one. Are you working in just normal companies here and there? But the normal amount of money, which I feel like should be normal, like the standard rate, around 2,000 Riyal. Others pay up to 3,000 Riyal, depending on which company you're working on. Because it is also a very tricky kind of job, and you really need to, it's like you're risking your life on a daily basis, you know. So it is always nice that you try as much as possible to understand which company you're working on. And also, before you travel, it is not always bad to ask. You need to ask your employer, like, just tell me more about your company. or even the name of the company. Do the due diligence and research and all that, because trust me, if you don't do your research, then it becomes an issue at the end of the day, because you'll be heading out to a place, to an unknown place, which is kind of tricky for anyone. So I feel like in this digitalized world, it's very important for you to do research. You're going to this country, then what are you going to do? That's one. Which company are you going to? Do a deep dive search. You have the internet. Everyone has internet of late. Just do your research, know where you're going, understand the kind of job which you're going to do, and also understand that this is gonna be a new country for you. And since it's a new country, then you'll have to do a lot of adjusting. So just go there with an open mind. Be ready to learn. Take it one day at a time. Be patient, guys. Patience, it's very simple that people usually say, I can be patient. Ali, being patient is not an issue. Bro, you'll be dealing with a lot of people who are brought up differently. People who have money, because money brings a lot of how can I say, ignorance and pride. So for me, being patient is mandatory. Like, leave alone even that in regards to works and all that. Even when it comes to your normal day-to-day life, you need patience. So you need to be patient. You need to also try to accommodate people in your life. People who are important, that is, not accommodate everyone, no. You need to accommodate important people in your life. You need to learn as much as you can. And you really need to at least put your mental space in a very, I don't know, how can I put this? Put your head space or even your mental capability to a maximum. Let it not be drained by anyone. I feel like most important thing is usually your mental space. If someone doesn't tamper with your mental space, then you're very okay. You can handle a lot. But if you give someone a through pass through your mental state, it reaches a point that this person understands that if I do this to Ali, then I've affected him here or there, and then he has the whole of your mind, your body, and all that. He knows where to click and where to manipulate you. So ensure that you do as much as possible to protect your mental space for purposes of at least being able to understand your day-to-day hustle, because it's very important. And lastly, bro, just do a lot of exercise. I know this is just outside the topic, but trust me, exercise really does a lot. Because remember, you are not in your country, one. Secondly, you'll be just doing your 8 hours job, and it might be tiresome. There might be a change of weather each and every time, but if you do exercise, it strengthens your mind, and I'm telling you out of a clear experience on my end. Exercise for me used to be one of those major things, and luckily enough, you'll find most of these companies, they have gym spaces, swimming pools, whereby you're able to at least swim and just relieve your stress. Because trust me, you strengthen your body, and also it affects your mind in the sense that you'll be able to think clearly. So doing exercise, bro, it's very important. Or anyone who's traveling and deciding to do a couple of things in their life, exercise is mandatory. You don't have to do a lot of exercise. Just do it in small bits, and eventually you'll find that strength to do more and more each and every time. And having a routine, like after work, what should I do? Exercise. After exercise, what else? Maybe read something, journal. Those are some of the things for me really helped me a lot to ensure that my mental space is in a place whereby I had a grip of it. So I wish you all the best if you are going for firefighter jobs and any job. And always feel free to comment down below. Send me a DM on my Instagram page _Ali Sadiq. Sadiq of SADICK. That's a two name, _ALICADICK. write to me there, over there, and of course I will be happy to answer you. I'll be happy to answer you. So I wish you the best, and I hope I'm not late for this video. Anyone who hasn't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do subscribe, and let me continue with my journey, guys.